Quiet. Stop. All right. I think you all could hear me. Let me take this countdown timer off. Welcome to the Rising. I really had no idea I was going to be coming on today. Really no idea what I even want to talk about, but it had been a while. I knew I wanted to test out some of this stuff that looks trippy right now, um, which is part of the new Ecamm designs. So let's take a look and see what I can do. Okay, so there we have color dodge, a couple different things. Pin light, that makes me look like I have a beard. Wonderful. As you're going to see, I have a very colorful shirt on. This is actually my sleep shirt that I wore because I need to do laundry because it's the only one fresh. It's the Lion King Little Sleepies. Okay, so let's try one more thing and then we'll get to it. Ooh, I could go like this. I could go in and out. Okay, that totally didn't work. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this for today. So I really wanted to. I think the main reason I wanted to come on was to say hello. I want to say I miss going live. Truth be told, I go live a lot more when I'm in good mind. And good spirits, and I never go live on August 3rd. But here I am. So, not really sure what I want to talk about. I doubt I'm going to get much of a response today, and I'm really getting annoyed by my daughter screaming in the background. But that's a but that's okay. So, what's going on? What's up in the world of LinkedIn? People are seeing their following count go down more and more and more. If you go to your metrics, it shows that dead accounts are continuing to get removed, but it's happening almost on a daily basis. So, could be a good thing because you only have solid accounts left. Could be a bad thing if you want to keep track. Um, Reach has gone down significantly. It's harder to gain traction. There are people that are doing it and doing it well, and then there's just as many of those that have been doing it for a long time and are having an immense amount of difficulty figuring out what is going on. Okay, so it looks like, let me pull up my window for chat. Hey, Roy. Yeah, well, Roy, you do have a beard, so that makes sense. But yeah, this was my first time coming on and playing with the new beta update from Ecamm Live. Um, what's important about this is, and how do I put this? So when you're forced into a hole, um, like so many of us in the diversity, equity, inclusion, program management, recruitment space have been put into a hole uh, with very little hope on the horizons. You have to hustle. And for me, that hustle has amounted to taking on things. What does this do? I don't even know. I'll have to ask Rory about that later. Um, what hustle has meant for me is finding alternative methodologies to bring in financials, to be able to pay for bills. So I know I've talked about it a little bit, but I have been working a lot behind the scenes on production, content creation, marketing materials. I'm just finishing up I think it's like a 150 page PowerPoint that I had to design and format, which is not always the easiest, especially when you're talking about one solid topic. So a lot of it is that graphic design work, and then getting to work on the strategy side. On top of that, working, say, I'm continuing my work as a professional speaker. Um, so kind of bringing that back as I'm building out all of these things, I utilize the Ecamm platform because of its versatility. Uh, so every time there's an update, it's a matter of coming on and creating these different looks and testing them out. And, excuse me, it's a matter of seeing what goes with what. So, just as an example, what I'm doing right now is I'm duplicating this one text overlay. Sorry, this one um, object overlay so that it looks like it's dropping down and getting bigger from the top of the screen to the bottom. So this has been really integral in stuff that I've been doing along with the work with Canva. By the way, I want to say hi, Fortune. It's an honor and a privilege to see you. So just testing out and seeing how these different things work. And then if I wanted to, we could always take something like, and I'm just going to make this easy. So if I'm doing an image search and I want to open this up, I don't know who you are, but if I don't know why you love me, I find that to be a little bit weird. But hey, I'm not gonna. The only problem with this, there we go. So now I'm going to bring this in. I wish I could lock these two in position. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, so now I could do something like that, bring this up here, and we could create a three-dimensional space. So all this stuff that we could get done, but this is the stuff that we have to do in order to really keep track. And very gratefully, I've been able to work with some people and make and run a few contracts. But for a lot of us, it's still a day by day as far as how we're actually making money, where everything is coming from. I'm sorry, I don't like how that looks. And how we're going to do things. Today I got another rejection for a job that a friend had recommended me to. And it's the second time in a matter of weeks that that's been the case. And sometimes, like when you don't know a company, it's easier to, or when you don't know people that work at a company, it's easier to get rejected and not feel. But then when you're specifically highlighted as somebody that would be really good for the position, and you still don't get it, and you don't even get an interview, it's like, what the flaming fuck is going on? And I know LinkedIn won't be so happy with me for saying flaming fuck, but flaming fuck it is. And the thing is, I've changed up my resume. I have 9 years experience in program management. Everybody knows my DEI work, so on and so forth. But it becomes really, really tough. And God knows I'm in a place right now where I need to make the money. So this is the type of thing that I'm doing, although this is not going to be as fancy as... I appreciate it, Roy. Not as fancy as I could normally create. I still have to talk to Fulgens and learn how to create the rotational aspects of this, but there's so many elements you could do. And I'm realizing as I'm going through this that what this looks like is for building blocks, which is my buddy Anna and Fulgen's show on Ecamm Network anyway. And Anna is actually doing a live in 35 minutes. I wasn't going to go live until 11:30, maybe 12. But when I saw she was going on late, I decided to pull this up and test these things out. That doesn't look right. Sorry, OCD. Anyway, so it's definitely a hustle. And I know a lot of people are going through it. And I don't know whether it's easier for people that have no expectations. So then you don't, without expectations, I don't want to say everything's a success, but everything turns. The higher the expectations, the more it feels like there is to lose, at least in my case. And that's triggering. It was a lot easier for me from a mental health perspective 4 years ago when I came in with nothing, and then reached where I did because I was going from zero to 60. Now, where I've reached in my career is being considered a global expert. Now it's like, okay, well, if I don't, then there's I don't want to say there's less of an excuse, but there's almost less of an excuse. So it's a really interesting dynamic. And I've had my resume done and redone, and if I could just talk to somebody, I'll be good. But that, it happens. I'm not going to be all depressing right now. That's not the objective. My objective is really, okay, this could be kind of cool. My objective is really just to come on here and talk. And if somebody wants to listen, somebody can listen. If somebody doesn't want to listen, they don't have to listen. I don't really care. Um, this is more to keep me sharp than anything else. You know what? I have an idea. Okay. So I'm going to do this. Thankfully, Katie's on vacation, so she won't get mad at me, but this is just testing this out. So let's do this. Where did I put the logo? All right. I forgot we should probably sit down and have a Zoom call. I'm in San Diego, but everything I do is remote. Where is it? Hang on 1 second, folks. I'm just trying to find a logo. It's probably in my ACAM Live folder. That would be pretty. It's either that or my Canva folder. Okay, it is definitely not in my Canva folder. So let's go over. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to pull through a couple things, and my desktop is my desktop looks like a kid's room. It's that bad. Oh, an H. Okay, I wonder if I could do that. Okay. Yeah, this might work. So this wasn't the thing that was going to make Katie crazy, but I'm going to try it out nonetheless. Okay, so for anybody watching and wondering what the hell I'm doing, what I'm trying to identify is different shapes and patterns that could highlight companies and individuals. So my partner in crime, Future Kane, was running this cell school. Oh shit, Anna just went live. Okay, anyway, I've got to go because I refuse to be live at the same time as Anna. She's a dear friend of mine. So I'm going to close this out. I'll talk to you later, Roy. Thank you all for paying attention to whatever the hell I've been doing or talking about. Good to see everybody.